name is Joa Howard Taylor, the first female vice president of the Republic of Liberia. I have had many years of experience both in the public and private sector, but over the past 20 years, I've been a public servant. I was elected twice as Senator of Ogun County. I'm an advocate for gender issues, equality, the rule of law, and giving access and opportunities to young people, especially girls, so that they are able to achieve their greatest dreams and their greatest desires. And that is what drives me, fuels my passion to ensure that I continue to make an impact in the lives of young people. Well, my mind is taken back to 2004, when all of the issues surrounding beginning a whole new democracy for Liberia began. And what encouraged me initially was the fact that Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, then vying for the highest position in the land, made a call out to women who felt they could represent the people to join the bandwagon and vie for political office. And when she made that call in 2004, you can imagine, we've come from war, we've come from crisis, and we're trying to just put Liberia back on track. And here she was calling for women leaders. And that rang a bell in my heart. And when I got an opportunity by the call of the elders of Ogun County to get in the race, I decided I would try it. The 6 years as First Lady, in a crisis-driven environment where we had war and crisis all around us, would have given me an opportunity to serve. I had seen suffering firsthand. I had seen how difficult life was for me. And so I wanted to be a voice for them. And it is that desire to continue to make things better in my own little way that drove me to get involved in politics. The truth of the matter is that when I contested in 2005, I didn't think I would have won. It was just a trial and error situation. But I guess the work I did as First Lady, working in the displaced camps, had given me a name that most people had heard about. And that gave me the first platform where women said to me, if you could have done the little bit that you did while you were First Lady in crisis, we believe you can represent us. My father asked me, what would I do when I got to the University of Liberia? 17 years old. He said, you cannot do political science. I don't know what my father saw that morning. Maybe he saw me in a political office and he said, it's not for me. And so I didn't do political science. I didn't join any of the political parties on the university campus. They had all these mushrooming parties at the time, sim and soup, and I stayed away from all of those things. You'll find that fathers want their daughters in soft places that they can grow and thrive without all of the stress. So today, still there are those patriarchal lines that prevent women from going onto the political space. Of course, and that's a male thing because you have brothers, uncles, other people saying this is not for you. I was lucky though that I had an uncle called Richard Flomo, who was one of the longest serving senators for Ogun County. And he had just left the NTLA and he came to tell me that they wanted a younger person, so I should take his space. So here is one father on the side saying politics is not for women, but then a father on the other side saying, we think you can do this. Seeing the way you were engaged as First Lady, you didn't sit home, you weren't afraid, sitting at home and saying, well, I don't want to get in the war because we're in a war. I was in all of the war zone, dividing food and other things. But he said, I think you are strong and I believe you can make it. Even though the biases are being reduced. And what helps us is that if you have women who come to the phone and actually make changes, like Joa Howard Taylor, I'm always working to make change, to make impact in the lives of the next generation. So I'm a positive example. If I were a negative example, the men will say, well, all the things you're talking about, look at Joa Howard Taylor. Look at what she's doing. My plea is that women will join us, especially in the legislature, because that space is where the changes take place. If we want more educational opportunities for girls. It's women that will bring it to the table. The men have their own ideas of the big things they want. But we are concerned about why the well is built 30 miles from the village, that women have to walk. It might not be 30 miles, I'm just using it as an example, even 5 miles. If you're walking 5 miles to get water 2 or 3 times a day, imagine how difficult it is. It's 10 miles, 5 miles going, 5 miles coming back. I would be concerned if a city is being built, that the well is in the village, that people can see their children and their wives and their daughters go safely to the well and come back, instead of putting it far away. If a man is making that decision, you say, oh, put a well away from the village small, because the women will gather, they will make noise. But a woman will say, I have to think about the fact that I walk that long. Schools, again, are built sometimes far from the villages. So girls will not attend schools, they maybe 10. Because how do you put your 5-year-old daughter or 6-year-old daughter who should be going to first grade to walk 3 or 4 miles a day, going and coming? Mothers will be afraid. So that even bars children who are females from going to school early. So all of these development issues that come about when you are in the legislature and you're talking about how many schools should be built and what kind of education people should have and whether basic amenities are built. If they are made by men, their perception is different than what the women see. So I'm going to continue to call on women who have the passion for change to consider coming into the legislature, because we do need women voices at that level. If we continue to have a majority of male voices, things will continue to be as it is. And I wouldn't say the men do not understand it. The fact is that we are different. Our thought processes are different. The things that are important to us are different. So if we have 99% of men in the legislature, then the issues that are important for women, maternal mortality, for example, while men will be talking about we need vehicles to get out in the field, the woman will be saying, where is the money for maternal mortality? If you put $50,000 in the budget for maternal mortality, then you know we're just playing, because you cannot even have one hospital. So those are the differences that you will see when women are discussing the national budget.